Sheesh, fucking baseball stadium music, neighbors and their music. How the hell's some motherfucker supposed to record around here? Alright, what's up, internet? I'm your host, Omni, and this is Omni TV. Although it really should be called Omni Radio, since I have no goddamn visuals besides a damn static picture. Whatever, that's beyond the point. I'll save that idea for a possible podcast that everyone and their mother has these days, my god. Anyway, riddle me this. The fuck is going on lately? We got people absolutely losing their shit these days. We got people thinking pedophiles, actual fucking pedophiles, are part of the LGBT. We got the LGBT creating more genders that you can shake a massive stick at. We got people calling President Trump a traitor, even though his run's been absolutely hated before he even became president. What exactly is going on planet Earth these days? I know it isn't just the United States, that's the issue here. Canada's got its own problems and North Korea's roped into this shit too. But oh boy, we can't forget good old Mother Russia. My point being, life is looking absolutely fucking wrecked lately. Whether you're browsing the internet and seeing pop-ups every 5 seconds, or walking around your city and being called out for a certain accessory or clothing, or skin, or accent, shit you're pretty much stuck with. So, one example of something really fucked that I went over is the fact that people are trying to get pedophiles, or if you want to use their term, number 1, legalized, and number 2, as seen as part of the LGBT, because, and get this shit, it's something they can't control, like a sexuality. First off, no. Just fucking no. Are you some kind of stupid? Did someone drop you on your head too many times? Second of all, your ass should be in jail. No ifs, ands, or buts. That isn't just my opinion. If you're attracted to kids and end up being stupid enough to act on that shit, your ass is grass and you get a free pass to the closest prison. Still, there are a separate kind of minor attracted people, or MAPS, called no MAPS, which stands for non-offending minor attracted person. Well, that's a fucking mouthful, and it better not be a kid's. Anyway, these guys believe that since they're non-offending, whatever the fuck that could mean, that they get a free pass in life and should be seen as normal. Like, no, you stupid bastard, just because you haven't diddled a kid's pickle yet doesn't mean you won't do that shit later. Get the fuck out of my face, and into therapy, you actual sick bastard. But wait, there's more. An article from Huffington Post titled "Not All Pedophiles Have Mental Disorder," American Psychiatric Association says in new DSM-5, written back in 2013, has some shit to say. Now, what it's saying is that the APA, American Psychiatric Association, as said in the title, claims that, and I quote, "Those who want to have sex with children, but whose desires are not distressing or harmful to themselves or others, is no longer classified as having a psychiatric disorder." Basically, they're saying that if you have dirty thoughts about kids, that you don't qualify as being, for lack of a better term on my part, a little fucked up in the head. This shit is a dangerous thought process because it could give people the thought that being attracted to little Sarah down the block isn't as bad as it sounds. I'll link the article in the description, read it for yourself, comment what you think on this dumbass situation. The second thing I mentioned is the fact that the LGBT are creating a bunch of new genders. Like, a lot. Like, the shit is ridiculous. There's a list of 1,000 genders. Some of them are ones that we're used to and just renamed. Some are literally just personality traits, and others are just some pseudo bullshit, like Abame gender, a gender which is profound, deep, and infinite. That is its actual description, by the way. What I don't get is why this is such a big thing. When did this gender explosion happen? When did everyone all of a sudden stop recognizing themselves as themselves and instead some ridiculous made-up thing? This isn't to say that I don't think transgender people are valid. I actually firmly believe in the scientific backing behind gender dysphoria. Most of these, however, have nothing to do with gender dysphoria. The worst part of this is that this is so damaging to people with it. It makes them seem like they're a part of the circus when they're actually not. Actual transgender people just want to be recognized as the gender they've transitioned to, which is now male or female, nothing else. I understand, however, that some people start out in this long list of genders and then seek professional advice and find out that they're either cis, what they're born with, or transgender and start transitioning. My advice to everyone who recognizes as anything but trans man or trans woman is to research what transgenderism actually is. Seek professional opinion, and if you do come to the conclusion that you are cis or trans, speak out against these things. Tell people how damaging this thought process is. The last thing I want to go over is race and the problem it proposes today. These days people have been race baiting and calling white people out like it's their job, and for some people it literally is. It's pushing this narrative that white people are no longer valid or have never been valid because of the mistakes that their ancestors made. Now, I myself am not white. I'm actually Latino, hailing from Puerto Rico, but I have no problem with white people. I have no problem with anyone based on the color of their skin or the origin of their birth, because I am a decent fucking human being. It isn't just minorities calling out white people, unfortunately. There's been a rise of racist and other prejudice across the board since President Trump was elected. This isn't to say that I blame him, but I'd be foolish to say there's no correlation between him becoming president and all of this race shit happening. It's frightening to see that there could be an actual race war on the way if things continue the way they are. Worst of all, there could be a second Trump term. Yeah, I don't really like Trump either. I don't think he works as a valid president. I don't think he's really providing much. I do, however, think he's the current president of the United States, and there isn't much I can do until the next election. Unless he actually gets impeached, which I doubt will happen. Anyway, that is all my time, audience. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so my channel doesn't just fade into dust like half of the Marvel Universe. This is Omni from Mobby TV, signing off.